Good day, my crafting along buddies. This is Jennifer with Just Crafting Along. Welcome to my channel. Well, good day, my craft along buddies, and welcome back. Today we're going to dive into some totes. I'm going to be making about 3 little totes that I'm going to be taking with me on vacation. So I wanted to bring you along with the process. I did get this tote from Hobby Lobby. These 2 totes, they're called privacy pouches. I got these at the Dollar Tree. They are relatively big. I wanted to show you the labeling. It's called privacy pouch. It's located in the bathroom section. I do believe it's for female products, as you can tell, but we're not going to use them for female. You can use them for female products, but today we're not going to. These are relatively big. I don't know why they're only sold for female products, but these little guys are kind of relatively big. I'm going to be using one for glasses. I can get 2 pairs of nice size glasses in these. One's going to be for my readers. Yes, I'm at the age of readers. So let me show you. I'm going to be using one for readers. And then this one's going to be for sunglasses. This one's going to be for my readers. So, but look at it. It fits perfectly fine in there. Perfect for inside my, I carry, when I go on a plane, I do carry a backpack. So I do need them for inside my backpack because my glasses always seem to get lost because my pockets are so big in my backpack that I wanted something that I can just kind of grab in and reach and I know where they're at and I can put them back in there. So this one again is going to be for my sunglasses and this one's going to be for my readers. But this one is relatively big also. This is like a pencil case. I'm going to be using it for medications. When I go on my vacations, I do take my prescription pill bottles with me. I only have 2 for my thyroid issue. So I'm going to put my thyroid medication here in its bottle along with some Tylenol or some Motrin, whatever we take that's over the counter. Their own bag I can just kind of set on the counter and we're done with it. So the things I'm going to be using today are these 3 little tote bags. 2 of them I got from the Dollar Tree, and one I got from Hobby Lobby. And I believe I got that one for $1.99. And again, these ones were in the bathroom section. It does say female products on there, but you do not have to use them for female products. They are big. They have little tiny square ones too, I think, for different kind of female products. We'll leave it at that. I'm going to be using this one first. We're going to be using print on iron-ons. This is where you can go ahead and print your design straight on the paper and print it off, and then you can go ahead and iron on your object. This is the design I picked. I'm going to be going on to Creative Fabrica here in a second. I'm going to show you where I got this design. I also did my name, Jenny's Medications on Design Space, and we'll go over that too here shortly. But I wanted to go over the products that I'm using here with you. Again, I'm going to be using this tote bag. I'm going to be using my mini press with, I think it's a Cricut mini press that I'm going to be using handheld, little to everything on. I'm going to be using this Jolie. I did get this from Michael's, and the price is very reasonable, and I think you get 10 sheets, and I've had this for quite a while, and it is an iron-on. It's a print iron-on. It does say for a light material, so it should show up fine. My colors were saturated enough where I believe it's going to transfer just fine on there. So I think that will work just fine on that. My name is here, and I did just use standard glittered vinyl, iron-on vinyl, and I believe I got this probably from either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. So before we go any further on our computer screen here in a second, I want to go and measure out your design, and you want to make sure it's completely right in Design Space before you go ahead and cut anything out or print anything off. You're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my computer, and we'll go from there. Here is my personal page, and this page is going to show you what it looks like to have an actual subscription. I absolutely love Creative Fabrica. It is very helpful. This is where I get most of my designs when I need something to download. This is my go-to website. Again, you can, like I said, buy stuff for money or you can buy a subscription. So scroll down, you're going to see that this page is going to look different for you. This is Hi Jennifer recommendations for you. So I don't know if this is what you're going to see. This could be based off of things that I have liked before on the website. Another good thing too is when you're scrolling through this main page, before you start any kind of searches or click on any of these tabs in the top, it will give you this information, kind of like a browsing just to kind of browse on. If you hover kind of over top of them, this is going to light up. You're going to see that this is your heart. If I was to heart this, let's go to this one. If I was to heart this, it's going to go straight into my favorites. This way I don't have to click on it. If I like this, I can just heart it and come back to it later. It's a lot easier to go ahead and scroll through this whole entire page, to hover over something, go ahead and click it, send it to my favorites, and keep on scrolling. It's going to keep that right in my favorites, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't really need to click on this page unless I want to go to the designer. So say I'm in love with this, I can click on here. Let me go ahead and come down. It's going to tell me everything that this does and how to use it and what it works with. It's also going to give me information about the designer and the products that they have for sale right now. It gives you more information, more things that you might like. People also viewed these things when they're viewing this. I can go ahead and go back up to this designer. I can view their profile and their shop. This over here tells me this person's been in this business for a long time, or on this page or this website for a long time. They have 181,344 people favorite their designs. They have 14,236 followers. So they do excellent work, and a lot of people are happy with their designs because 14,000 people are following them. So we're going to go straight up to my favorites. We are going to get started on our project. And as you can see in my favorites, you can tell that I just go through and I like a lot of things. That way I don't have to click on them. If I really like them, I just put them in my favorites and I go from there. So here you're going to see this is the one that we just favorite. If I do not want to keep this, I just go ahead and click that heart. It is now going to be gone when I refresh my page. If I refresh, it is now gone. If I don't want this one, refresh my page, and you're going to see it's going to be gone. So that's that easy. So what I suggest is while you're browsing, just put a whole bunch of things into your favorites and go from there. If you're super busy and you want to get something done and you don't want to scroll through all these pages, you just come over here and hit fonts, and it's going to show you all your fonts that you have liked and that you have in your favorites. You can scroll through and you can click on the one that you want. If it's Pumpkin Garden, click on it. So Pumpkin Garden, you say, oh, I really like that. I'm doing a project for fall. Let's see if it's going to work. See if this is what you want to use. Say you're making a plaque for somebody. You want it to be someone's name. I'm going to put my name in there if I can spell it. And it's going to show you what it's going to look like if I was to use this font. And I say, oh, it's not exactly what I'm looking for. I don't have to download it and keep going. I know what it's going to look like. Again, we're going to head on over to my favorites. Now that I've kind of filled you in on Creative Fabrica, we're going to go ahead and scroll down to our projects that we're working with today. Today, we're going to be working with Take Your Happy Pills. Just go ahead and double click on that. If you want to download it, you can. This one, I love the smiley faces. So I am going to be doing this project today. This is going to be the main one on my medicine tote. So all I did was go ahead and hit download. That is now on my computer. The other one that we're going to be using today is no longer in my favorites, but it is still able to be found on my computer. So all I did was go ahead and scroll over my profile. It says my count, view profile, and my downloads. If you go to my downloads and you have already downloaded the project that you're interested in, all you do is hit my downloads and it will show you all of your downloads that you have downloaded. So all I'm going to do is go over to this one. It says Readers Gotta Read. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. This is the other one that I've downloaded for today's project. So hopefully that helps you with a little bit of Creative Fabrica. We will be visiting this multiple times probably on my page. So I can drop a link down below in my description so you guys can go ahead and find Creative Fabrica and have a look around. But I do suggest that you go ahead and take a look at it, enjoy it, look around, have fun with it. I absolutely love this website. But enough talking about that. We are going to go ahead and hop on over to our Cricut Design Space. Okay, we're going to get started in our project. Our project is going to be in Design Space. This is Cricut Design Space. This is my current Design Space. I do not pay for Cricut Design. I use the free version. So you might have more things in yours, or you might see something different. I'm not for sure what the paid version looks like, but I currently have the non-paid version just so I can actually make projects. So once you've opened your Cricut Design Space, this is your home page. If you're not familiar with Cricut Design Space, you can spend a few minutes here, browse around, get a feel for the app. But we're going to go ahead and move past that. We're going to go ahead and start our project. If you want to go ahead and download Creative Fabrica, that information is going to be in the description. I will share that in the description. You can hit that link and go straight there and download the project that we're doing today. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with Canvas. You can do this two ways of going to that screen that we need. We need to be on that Canvas screen. So you're going to either hit Canvas, and if you hit Canvas, it's going to take you to the Canvas. Let's go back to home. If you hit New Project, your Canvas tab is going to open. So either way that you do it, you're going to go to the same page. Once you're on that Canvas page, you have My Stuff tab again. Once you start doing a project, you can save it to My Stuff under a new file. You can give all your projects file names and save it there. So that's My Stuff. If we go over to this left-hand side, we're going to go all the way down to where it says Upload. We're going to click Upload. If you're new to this and you want to know how to do that, I'm going to go ahead and walk you through that. After you've downloaded your file from unzipped it, you're going to have a file on your computer. If you hit Upload Images, it's going to take you to this browsing here, or you can drag and drop. We are going to go ahead and browse. That browsing is going to take me to Files. So once you're in the files, you're going to go down to find the file that you want. We're going to want Jenny's Readers. Once you click on that, it's going to open up to the right-hand side. It's going to give you all the files that you can choose from. We're going to go down here to the SVG file. We're going to go ahead and click on that. It will preview it right to your right-hand side. Once we can see that preview is what we want, we're going to go ahead and open. Once we open that, it's going to preview again. We're going to go ahead and say continue. You can go ahead and save your project here. This is your my stuff project right here. So I'm not going to do it right now. I like to do it later on. So I'm going to go ahead and hit upload. Once I upload it, it's going to go ahead and bring it to my screen. I'm going to go ahead and come down here on the left-hand bottom, and I'm going to downsize that a little bit so I can see it better on my canvas. Right now, it's a little too big. I don't want to change the height or any of the dimensions right now because I don't know what my design is going to be. So we're going to go ahead and put that down to 50% just so we can see the whole entire image. If you go over to here, here's My Stuff up here at the top right. You can go ahead and hit save. This is going to drop down a file. This is where you can give it a name and you can put it in one of these collections, or you can create a new collection. If you create a new collection that says Jenny's Readers, let's go ahead and do that. We'll hit a new collection, Jenny's Readers, hit create. It's now going to be in there and it's already checked for me. I'm going to put Reader Tote. And that's going to be my name of my project. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. So that's going to save my project. So if I lose something, my internet goes out, or I'm not able to finish right now and I have to come back to it later, if I happen to log off for the night, I will have this saved. Any progress that I've made, I can have saved. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to our project. We're going to go ahead and hit on group. We don't want it grouped anymore. So I'm going to get rid of, you can click out of that, and now each piece is its own. I'm going to get rid of gonna read, and we are going to do the rest right here. Give me 1 second. We're going to bring this down, and we are going to put this down here. Now that we have our design here, we're going to go ahead and go over to the left-hand side. We're going to go ahead and go all the way down to text. We're going to go ahead and click on text. Bring in one time. We're going to go ahead and click out. Once you click out of that box, you're going to get this little tiny squares. This means you can go ahead and alter the size. Or you can come up to the top up here and alter the size here. I like doing it by the text box. We're just going to go ahead and go like this. Once you get it bigger, once you click in the middle around this plus sign, you can go ahead and move it up a little bit. So we're going to make this kind of relatively large just so we can play with it a little bit. We're going to go ahead and click inside. Once we have it purple, if you like the text, you're all good. You can start typing. If you don't like the text or the font, we can go ahead and click this down arrow up here on the top left-hand side where it says font. We can go ahead and click that down arrow. You can go ahead and click on Cricut. This will give you the designs and the fonts that are inside Cricut website or Cricut Design Space. Some of them you'll probably have to pay for, some of them my system. Sometimes I'll use something out of here, but right now I'm going to use what's in my system. So I'm going to go up to the very top, click on System. This is going to give me the fonts that are in my computer. I'm going to go ahead and type in Note, and it's going to come up with Noteworthy. This is the one that I want. So I'm going to change my text to that. I'm going to go ahead and click back inside there, double click, and I'm double click, and I'm going to hit Jenny's. So that is the name that I want. That's the font I want. We're going to downsize this a little bit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click in here. We're going to go ahead and click all of it together. We're going to go ahead and group it. You can go ahead and right click with 2 fingers. We're going to go ahead and group. And then we're going to go right here to this box. If you do not open this, if you keep it locked, whatever you put here, it will go ahead and size for you on the height. So if you go ahead, and that's not what the height I want, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. We're going to go ahead and open that lock. So now I can go ahead and change my height. I want my height to be 5.60. And that's going to give me my size that I need. So now we're going to do, this looks very, very small. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to resize this so we can see it. Once we resize it to 100, this is what it's going to look like on when I cut it out. So duplicate this. So we want to have 2 of these. One's going to say readers and one's going to say shades. So all we're going to do is go right here, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, and I'm going to go ahead and group it just so I can move it around a little bit easier. I'm also going to change the color. I'm going to go ahead and click in here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this into purple, and then I'm going to move this cutie right over here. Oh no, I'm going to leave it here for a second. I'm going to go ahead and hit this. I'm going to duplicate. I right clicked. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate. I'm going to grab this plus, and I'm going to bring this one over here. I'm going to go ahead and move this one also just because something else is going to pop up there. So we're going to go ahead and work on this one right here. We're going to move this over a little bit. And we're going to turn this one to yellow because we're going to be working in different colors. So we don't want to mess this one up. This one's good to go. We're going to keep this one just how it is. This one we're going to change up a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and ungroup it. Do that again. Go ahead and ungroup it. And what we're going to do is grab this readers and we're going to move it out of the way. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to delete it because I need to know what size it is and how big it is because I need to put it right back where it was. So we're going to go over here to where it says text. We're going to go ahead and click on that. I'm going to use this very first one as sans. I'm going to use bold. I'm going to go ahead and come down here, and I'm going to go ahead and click in here. And I'm going to go ahead and put shades, all caps. Oops. Shades. And then we're going to go ahead and leave that here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that into yellow. We're going to bring this right on over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to size it down. So this one is 2.44 by 0.98. So we're going to go up here. We're going to click in here. We're going to go up here. We're going to hit the unlock key. We're going to go ahead and put in 2.44 tab 0.98. And then we're going to hit enter or tab. Go ahead and lock that back up. And this should be right as big as this one. So if I put my readers over top of that, it's pretty much going to be the same size. So now we can go ahead and get rid of that readers. This is all fine and dandy the way it is. We're going to go ahead and click in here. We're going to go ahead and group it. You don't need to group it. I just go ahead and group it. But the one thing that we are going to do, if I is to send this over, I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to send this. I want this to look like this when I go to cut it. So if I was to send this over to be baked right now, it would not look like this. It's going to put it all in order so it saves paper. So if I go ahead and hit make, it puts everything like this. This is not what we want. So we're going to go ahead and go back to where we're at. We're going to go ahead and highlight. And then we're going to click on this. And then we are going to attach. or you can come down here and you can hit attach. So now, let me go over here, click on that. You can come down here and hit attached, or you can right click and hit attach. So now when I send this over, it's going to make it the way it looks. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that one more time. Let's go ahead and go back. Let's go ahead and detach. We'll go ahead and detach. If you don't want to attach, you just hit detach and it unattaches it. So we're going to go down here and hit detached. Again, if we were to send this over, we want our design to fit on our product the way that it looks like here. So we want it to go ahead and we want it to cut out like it looks like right here. So if I was to hit make right now, it's not going to do that. It's going to save paper and put everything together. We're going to come down here, hit cancel. We're going to go ahead and highlight Jenny. We're going to come over here where it says attached and hit attached. If we come here, we're going to highlight this one. And if we right click, you can hit also attached here, or you can go down to this bottom right and hit attached. So we're going to hit attached here. Now when I send it over, it's going to be the way that we want it. Now the next thing we need to do is we're working with vinyl. We need to flip this. We need to mirror it. So we're going to go ahead and hit mirror. And then we're going to come down to this one and we're going to also hit mirror. So if we come back up here, we hit continue. We're going to come to this part. So premium vinyl permanent glossy, that's not the one I want. I want iron on. So I'm going to hit browse material. You can go up to here and search, but I like to go ahead and come down here and look at everything that I can iron on. So mine is glossy vinyl. It's just a regular everyday vinyl. It's done. And this is going to send this over to my Cricut Joy. I do have to load my mats here real quick. But it does say right here, before you go ahead and send this over, since I did pick iron on, it's asking me to make sure that I mirrored. And I did mirror. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue. And then we'll bring it to the table and go ahead and cut these out. So our easy press is warming up, and we're going to go ahead and weed our vinyl. It looks like it cut good. I can see through, and I can see it looks like it grabbed pretty good and it cut. So whenever you're weeding, you just want to be careful that this stays down, and on that sticky piece right there, you just want to make sure that this stays down on that sticky. This piece right here is a little sticky, so you just want to make sure it stays down pretty good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut this right here. I'm going to cut in between. Oh, that's it. Just going to cut that one so I'm not dealing with so much. We're going to go from the bottom side up. So you just want to weed around, and you just, like I said, you just want to go very gently, and you just want to make sure that everything's coming up with it, and it seems to be coming up just fine. So this one did do good. So we can go up from the bottom here. There we go. That one weeded very well. And all we're going to do is pop out this middle for the Jenny. And the reason why you mirror it is because this is the side that sticks down on your object, on your tote or anything, your shirt or whatever you're doing. This side is, so when you flip it over, that's what it's going to look like. So we're going to start on this side, and all we're going to do is we're going to go down. I'm going to leave the eyeglass part inside when I weed it, and then we're going to weed this one. This is coming off really well. Put this away. It's easier when you don't have all the leftovers, so if you can clip away while you're weeding, do that. A little bit of love. And then we're going to go ahead and pull this one down. Then we're just going to go ahead and pop this one out. There we go. It's all on. And all we're going to do is pop out this D, the A, the R, and the R. So we're going to go ahead and pop these out in the middle. We're going to go ahead and pop these out. So I'm going to save them because I think I might pop them in my yellow to make them look like sunglasses. So that one works. So this is all weeded and ready. This one's weeded and ready. Okay, I was able to cut out that yellow piece, and now what we're going to do is work on putting these purple pieces where the other yellow piece is for the lens. And all we're going to do, I already did one just to make sure it would work, is line these up. So all you do is take this piece out, and take this piece out, and put this piece in. And all we're going to do is line up this little corner right here, and it should slide right in. Turn it and make sure there's just a tiny little gap at the top, but I'm not worried about that. So we're going to go ahead and check. So we got to get this A piece out, this D piece, and this E piece, and then we are all set and done. We are all weeded. So now all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn on our easy press, because I did turn it off. I'm going to do mine on high, and all I'm going to do is take the appropriate one. This one's going to be for my readers. There is cardboard in here. I'm going to leave it, and all I'm going to do is kind of line this up. And actually it looks really good, just like that. Give it a little good push. This is a heat resistant mat that I got from Cricut also. It came with my Easy Press. And I did, I believe I got this from HSN. Of course I got it from HSN. I got it from HSN as a bundle. So, and a while ago, a couple years ago. So, but I did get it as a bundle. Comes in handy. It's better than getting my big, going to the other room and getting all my stuff out and tearing everything off and getting it all heated up for a little surface that I can't even reach. So I don't even know how I would do this in a big press. So I think the Easy Press minis work really good. See when it takes it, actually you can see the material. So we're gonna let that cool just to make sure that one's good. We're gonna give that one just a little more. We're gonna let that one cool, so this should be good. So we're gonna, so we don't hurt the material or hurt that. So the next one we're gonna do is, now that we have this one down with the shades, we're gonna go ahead and put this one here. We're gonna go ahead and line it up. And it also looks good. I don't need to trim anything off. So I think that looks really good. I don't think it's down too low. Put this one on here. And we're going to give this one a good press too. And down here, we're going to give it a good press. Kind of see when it grabs the, when it's on, you can kind of tell without hurting it, you can kind of tell when it's on. Okay, that one. Let's see if I can get this one to peel now. This is good. This is in. So this area I don't think is down all the way, so we can keep on peeling. There we go. Look how cute that turned out. Adorable. It's okay. So let's go ahead and see if this one went. You need probably about 15-20 seconds on each. So let's see if this one grabbed. This one grabbed really good. This one is good. And there we go. So those ones came out really stinking cute. Those turned out nice. So now our next one is going to be, these turned out really cute. So let's go ahead and try them out. I don't have my shades with me. I should run downstairs and get them. But we'll go ahead and put in my glasses. I'm going to take 2 pairs of glasses with me on vacation, and they get lost in my duffel bag when they're on the airplane. So I thought this would be a cute idea to kind of have them. But look how cute that is. That's definitely cute. Because we move on to our other one. So we got to go ahead and weed this one. So it's weeded. If I push out our sides a little bit, make that kind of rounded. I'm going to go ahead and slide this inside. It should fit. It does. Let's see if I can get it to go up where I want it. I can. So we're going to lay that right in here. In here. That looks good to me. So we're just going to put our parchment paper over top, and we're going to give it a good press. I'm going to have to kind of push and try to find an angle that works and give it a good push. And this one I'm going to hold a little bit longer, probably about 20 seconds. Close to being done here. So I believe this is on. There we go. Look how cute this is. It almost took on the color of the bag. Oh, how cute. Let me look at this real quick. It almost took on the color of the bag, and I believe, yep, this is on. So that's going nowhere. And I did a good job getting it straight. It's pretty straight too. So I wanted it where you couldn't really see it. So my end looks good. Everything looks good. So I like it. This is on really good. Everything is on good. So let's trim to the other side, and what we're going to do is trim this down. Trim this down. Again, this one is a Jolie's. It's a printable, ironable transfer sheet. This being a canvas bag. I'm not for sure on the temperature. Hottest cotton setting. So it does say use the hottest cotton setting. Press for 5 minutes. No steam. Pressure. You gotta have lots of pressure. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna have a good surface to work on, and hopefully this sticks. Fingers crossed. And then we're gonna iron for, you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 20 seconds back and forth. You don't stop. You don't press. You just kind of heat the whole surface back and forth, back and forth. And then you're gonna trim it down a little bit though, just because I don't want to have to go over such a big surface. So I'm gonna trim this down a little bit. I want to say this might be my first vinyl video. Here, I want it to go right here. This is going to go right here. So we're just going to kind of go over this. I think we did good. So we're just going to go ahead and start peeling. And that's what you're looking for. Oh, that looks so cute. All right, let's get this out. How cute is that? Oh, that turned out really cute. So I'm happy with that. How it's see-through, and I like how it kind of disappears on the garment itself. So look how cute this turned out. That was adorable. So let's go ahead and recap what we did. We did a cute little tote bag for medications, and it's for Jenny's medications, which is mine. Be perfect to put like my Tylenol, any kind of medications that in here that I can find later. So, and look how big that is. That's a big, it's a big tote. So that's nice. So that turned out so cute. So there's that one, and then we made it for readers and one for sunglasses. I am in love with everything that we did today. I will list all the information in my description below. If you like what you saw today, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, lots of love, and I'll see y'all soon. Thank you for watching, my Craft Along buddies. If you loved what you saw today, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, lots of love, and see you soon.